Hello, hello. Happy Friday, everyone. I'm Brandy, and I'll let my colleague introduce herself.
Hey everybody, it's Hannah. Welcome.
And you're not stuck with just both of us today. I promise Crystal will be here. She's in another meeting, so she'll be joining us. I know some people are going to be asking. So I wanted to just go ahead and kick us off. Thank you so much for joining us. I know it is almost the weekend for everyone. It might be the weekend already. If this is your first time, welcome. This is completely a safe space for you all to ask any and every question that may be haunting you or whatever you want to get across today. We use this time just to ask questions about the product. We use this time um, to ask other MSPs what their experience has been about specific integrations or maybe how certain things work. We have a lot of collaboration that has been happening in these open office hours, so we thank you all for that. Some people come and ask a lot of questions, and others just kind of listen and take it all in, and we appreciate that. If you've been with us before, of course, thanks for coming back. You'll notice that Hannah, myself, and Crystal, we're going to be using the chat box just to give you guys videos and maybe any links to knowledge-based articles or webinars based on the questions that you all asked today. However, for your questions, we do request that you pop those into the Q&A. Not only do we request that, that will be the only way for those to come through today, but it keeps us organized so that we can go through the list of questions. We do try to go in order so that we can answer as many questions as possible today. I think we always get to address every question that's asked on these sessions. There may be an occasional time when we say, that's a feature request. That's not how it works today. And that's fine. We do pass those along to our team. There also may be some moments where we say, hey, if you wouldn't mind, just open up a ticket with our support team. As much as we would love to be able to help you with some of those things, it will need to be taken a look at by our support team internally since we can't look at your specific instance. But we're excited you guys are here today. Hannah just dropped the link for, or the email address for support. We're excited to spend the next hour with you guys. Don't wait till the end to ask your questions. And then also as we go through, if we do drop some links that interest you, go ahead and grab those. I think last week we had some issues with people copying and pasting. I think there was a bug going on with Zoom. So if you have any problems with that, just let us know as we go through and we'll send them in a different way. But who wants to kick us off? Who wants to start with the first question? If not, I have a couple things to chat with you guys about today, and we're excited. I feel like there might be some people in our. I'll just go ahead and mention it. Today is. If you are in our Facebook group, Andy, our senior product manager, and Ian, our COO, they are going to be doing what we call an AMA. So this comes up every once in a while. AMA is Ask Me Anything. Literally all day they are gonna make a post. If they haven't already yet this morning, they're going to be making a post, and you can ask any question that is on your mind, and they're going to answer everything. It can be about them and their hobbies. It could be about Syncro. It can be literally anything. So I'm looking forward to kind of going through and reading that thread today. But you guys pop over into the Facebook group if you get an opportunity and ask Ian and Andy some questions today. I might even pop in there and ask them some questions.
I have a couple of questions too. Brian's just put in a question here, or more of a comment as well. I was surprised to learn that Syncro doesn't officially support invoicing reimbursable expenses. There isn't really mapping to QuickBooks or the accounting package to support it. He submitted his request as an enhancement request. Seems to be a basic feature for him that he would want to have for invoicing clients. He says, my question is if you have a way of letting know the probability of billing expenses being added as a feature. And so, Brian, we don't. All of our feature requests that go to technical support would be handled by them. We do know that the more people that request them, the more likely that they would be to be developed. But we wouldn't have any kind of ETA for you for that. But I don't know if Brandy has too, but we have heard this in the past, things like mileage, things like expenses for travel. We have heard that feature request before.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely going to be something that will be handled in your accounting platform for now. Cool. So Warren is asking, the internal report builder doesn't seem to do very much. am I working it wrong? So the internal report builder actually does do a lot. It really just kind of depends on what you're looking to do. So let me just share my screen here with you. And what I'll do is let me just open up the executive summary report builder because I have built this one out and I think this will be a better indication of what the internal report builder can do. And then I'll show you that. So the executive summary report builder can literally show anything in terms of like alerts. So when I want to customize this, I can say, well, I want to show my highest frequency alerts, right? It's going to show my top 3 most frequently I guess my alerts here. I can show a specific date range here. I can show tickets. I can show devices without antivirus, remote access, etc. There's a lot of information. Keep in mind, this is for one specific customer. Everything you see here, you can also do on the internal report builder by customer. So for example, this box might show my alerts detected highest frequency for customer A. This one might show customer B, same information as box 1, and block C might show all customers, right? So it really is the same thing. You're just going to have the opportunity to decide, okay, is it going to be all customers or just one? And I'll show you an example of that. So I have even created one just for like antivirus opportunity, for example. And this was really just for upsell. I wanted to show all customers that do not have antivirus, and then I want to break it down by company, right? So you're going to have the opportunity to doing that. Same thing with like alerts detected too. So I can type in a specific customer or all. You can do tickets too. So hopefully that helps.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Brandy. Okay, Narisa has a question. Good morning. Good morning. If it's still morning for you. How do you create warranty templates? Can we have a different warranty template per product or per service? Yes. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. And so where I am going to start is in the admin section. And so on the left side, you are going to drill down to inventory and then to warranty templates. So you can create the different warranty templates, especially if you guys are selling warranties with your products, that way this can be noted on the customer record. And so here, when we are creating a new warranty template, we can give it a name, what the warranty information is, of course, the terms and months, and if there's a specific certificate number to go with that warranty. Then this warranty is applied on the product level. And so if we go into a specific product, and I am going to jump into, like, for example, this laptop, that now I can pick between my warranty templates for which one is going to apply for this product. And so then that as that gets sold to the client, that then the warranty would be applied, and you can actually then see that on their customer record. And so here on the Larry's business page, our good old friend Larry, that their warranties would be trackable right there. Everybody's kind of quiet this morning. Not too many questions kind of filtering through. So just while I'm unmuted, I'm just going to do a friendly reminder about the referral program. And so if you haven't become a referee inside of Syncro, that if you are going to refer somebody who is not a part of Syncro just yet, but you want to refer them to possibly use Syncro, you can do that in our App Center. And so in the App Center, there's going to be an app card for the Syncro referral program. And so in here, that then you can go ahead and create a login. And with your login, you will be provided a link that you can share on social media. You can share with the people we want to refer to. And so if you have somebody that then you refer to become a Syncro subscriber and they're subscribed for 60 days, that then not only do you get $100, but your referral gets $100. And so it's an awesome program. And so if you guys have any questions, let us know. I will go ahead and drop this in the chat box, but just in case you guys haven't seen that just yet. Okay, I'm going to pick up some questions from here. Give me just 1 second. Okay. I'm going to just take these questions as we go. Is it possible to convert a customer purchase of an item to an asset or to link the purchase of an asset? This would allow auto population of serial numbers and information that is already captured during the sales process. Okay, so that's a great question. I'm going to leave that one just because I think there is a way to do it, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm just going to ping over to technical support just to triple check. Okay, Warren is asking, can you show getting ticket detail to show in the report? Okay, so this is about the internal report builder, just going back to his question. And so I don't believe that you would be able to see the specifics details. If you are wanting to get specific details kind of per customer, that does need to be with the monthly customer facing report. So I'm just going to show that. Hold on one second. Let me go ahead and share my screen. So in here, that then you would need to go ahead and do that with the most ticket detail is going to go ahead and be in the monthly customer facing report. So this is the one where you can search per client and then have it detail out the ticket details. The executive summaries and the internal report builders are kind of summaries. There are list blocks that you can do. So let's go ahead and just check out, because there aren't too many questions in here, to see if there's going to be a list summary for tickets. So let's go ahead and do this in the report template. I'm going to insert a list summary, and then let's click on our options here. So it looks like tickets is an option for the list, and then select all customers, or you can select a specific client and then the period. So I would see if this list summary would get you, Warren, what you're looking for. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take that one out. Next one, Nariz is asking a follow-up question. What is the warranty certificate? Where can we see it? Okay, so the question is referring back to the warranty templates. And so with the warranty templates, that's going to be, usually when you sell a warranty, there's a certain certificate number, and that certificate number would be like if you had to call the warranty company and reference which exact warranty that you sold to the customer would be that number. And so that is where you would enter inside of the warranty template a reference number that then you could reference at a later time. And so this would probably be more associated with the warranty exactly that you are selling. Okay,
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
Yes, I apologize. I have a very sick child that's not normally at home, and I really apologize that I had to go off.
No, you're totally good. We're good. We are just rolling in here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so thank you, Gary. For those of you who just joined us again, so sorry about that. Not really sure what happened, but looks like everybody's coming back in. If you don't mind, please put the question back into the Q&A. Oh yeah, Bryant, thank you for that. This will be a good one for Crystal too, because I'm not really sure about this one. And then I'm gonna just review this with Gary. Just reading out loud, Gary said, asking, is there a way to have marketing emails go through the default Syncro SMTP, but our tickets still go through our own SMTP. I asked because we use our Office 365 account for tickets to ensure deliverability. Office 365 has outbound, and doing large mailings can cause problems at Office 365. And so I don't think that there's a way to connect the mailer to an SMTP. Is that right, Crystal? Yeah,
yes, you can. And I'm so sorry for being late, everyone. And I think it's funny, I joined and then the whole session stopped. I think I broke. It's my fault. Blame me. It's all good though. We're here. And no, I don't believe that you could do that.
Okay. So Gary, that is a feature request. We will go ahead and pass that along for you. And please also feel free to write that into technical support. And then following up with Bryant, I was going to ping over to technical support, but Crystal, I'm not sure if you know this. So if they are selling a device, so it's a product in Syncro, and it's on an invoice and we're selling it, is there a way to then take that asset to become an asset inside of Syncro?
There is not a simple conversion into an asset in Syncro, unless, of course, you're selling them a machine and you install the agent onto the machine, then of course, then it's there. You can't necessarily merge those at an inventory item that you sold with an asset that has an agent installed. So you would have to, once you sold that sold that machine or sold whatever it is out of inventory, you would still have to create that custom asset. Yes. And yeah, this is Grizz back there. And this is Harley down here, that if anybody wants to say hi, they're both right here saying hello. I saw that in the Q&A to introduce my dogs. And I think it's so funny. It's like, I think it's in the it's in the document, like it's in our documents, like our wiki pages. There's like a picture of Grizz getting hit with a snowball, which I think is funny.
It's so
Anyway.
cute.
Okay, go ahead, Hannah.
Okay, cool. So yes, Bryant, if you don't mind submitting a feature request to the technical support team for that, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. And again, that's the asset once it's being sold to have it kind of pull in. I could see where if it were to pull itself in, it would have a hard time because it would be a manual asset. And then when you deployed out the agent, then it would kind of have to merge together. And so, but definitely submit that to support because I can see where that would be super helpful. Okay, so Darren is asking me, hi, how did you get to the customer facing report? Oh, I don't see it on my reports page. Yes. So let's go ahead and pull up those reports again. So in reports, I'm sorry, I might have called it something that it's, monthly customer facing. So this is actually the same report as the customer detail report. So if we click into this customer detail report, this is going to be that same one. It's specific for tickets, but it is awesome because you get to pick a period for a date range. It gives you a nice list of all their tickets. So total tickets, time spent, tickets by issue, tickets by type, and then a nice list of the details associated with those open tickets. So again, this is the customer detail report, but I did call it the customer facing report as well. Awesome. Okay, and then John is asking, how do you permanently mute an annoying recurring RMM alert that is created when a user logs off daily? That's a great question. So in the alerts tab, so when that alert populates through, that you are going to want to go to these three dots right here, and then you're going to hit mute. And so once you have muted that it is going to be a muted alert. So if that specific alert comes up again, it will still remain to be muted. If you want to be kind of demuting it or changing it to not be muted, you would just hit your active RMM alert mutes, and then you can kind of re-engage it or unmute it.
Okay, how about I grab a couple that I just see in here? John wants to know, are there any plans to improve to improve the search of tickets on the mobile app? Currently, I do not see how to create a custom search. Okay, I will grab my phone and take a look. I know that we're actually constantly adding additional features to the mobile app. I can double check into that. I don't know if there's anything like here in the super near future, but I can double check. I know that it's not as fully featured as the web app for sure. Oh, this is funny. I did not click to answer that one, but I will. If we, I think I meant to hit a different one, but if we edit the product name, does it automatically edit the linked QuickBook items as well, or we need to edit it manually as well?
I think it depends on what you're using. I think with QuickBooks Desktop, no, you're going to have to do the manual. But with QuickBooks Online, from my understanding is yes, it will send updates that you make inside of Syncro through to QuickBooks Online.
Yes. Yep. Good call.
Cool. I've got a couple of comments from Kyle, which are awesome. Kyle would love to see a tight integration with an appointment booking app like Calendly or Calendar Hero. These additional features for these dedicated apps would really offer help to streamline. Kyle, we hear you. Us too. We want to see those too. So we'll definitely pass that along for you. And then, going back to last week's comment about what would be a good guest video if we had one of our Syncro users come and join us for like a guest tutorial. Would love to see setting up SMTP2Go. Yes, totally. That's really great feedback. And so we will kind of add that to our list for what we're looking at to explore these sessions, because I know that a lot of our users do use SMTP2Go. Thank you for that.
Yes, awesome. Happy Friday, Rob. You're wanting to publish a knowledge base for our clients. Is there the ability to pull documents from the repository in Syncro of common questions, answers that can populate the knowledge base? Okay, so what I do know is that if like you just use standalone Syncro right now, like you can attach PDFs to like customer portals. So like if you wanted to add like a Q&A PDF to a customer portal, it's not necessarily like maybe the most streamlined way to do that. The other way is what, Hannah, maybe you can help me. What is the integration with, they have like a very advanced customer portal. I did a webinar. I might have to look to see.
Yeah, it's called Cloud Radial. So there's actually two integrations that we have. There's IT Support Panel and Cloud Radial. And both of those give a very robust type of customer portal that
Yes.
a lot of our users use that are awesome.
Yes, and I've seen advanced like knowledge bases built out in those. So I do know we support that through integrations. Again, and what I spoke to at the beginning is kind of like how you could manage that with standalone Syncro. And then also from Rob, any update on the Mac agent and policy inheritance dates? And so with that, you probably all or hopefully saw that we did just release scripting in Mac, which was huge, and we got a ton of like excitement about that on our users group and things like that. So kind of just that was like the first push for the Mac agent. The next is going to be the remote support within the Mac agent. I know that that's coming very soon. So those are the things I know regarding Mac, actively working on those things. Policy inheritance, imminent, like we're really getting close. We're starting to make plans on what that release looks like. So definitely keep your eye out for updates and notices and webinars that are on the way for that. What you got?
Awesome. I'm going to take a couple here. Gary is saying a Microsoft bookings integration would be cool. I agree. That's awesome. I don't think I've heard of that one yet. So that's super cool. Thank you for that. Adam has a question. Can we add field values in scripts using something like that term there? If so, what fields are available? So yes, you can use script variables that are platform variables inside of Syncro. And so your platform variables are going to be your custom fields. So you can reference a customer custom field, a contact custom field, and an asset one. And so if we go into the scripting module, that when I am generating my own script, that now I can add in a script variable. So we'll have runtime, dropdown, password, and platform. So with your platform variables, these are going to reference the data that you have within custom fields. And so hopefully this is helpful to you to answer your question, Adam. Let me know if there's any other questions there. Jay is asking, since Syncro uses Splashtop for remote access, is there any way we can enable dual screen mode when remoting into another computer if they also have dual screens so that we can see two screens at the same time? It would be helpful instead of just clicking through each monitor. I'm so sorry, Jay, that functionality is not available in Syncro through Splashtop. I think that's a Splashtop feature. And so we've definitely heard that before, but right now it is only available to see, you have to click between the screens. You won't be able to see the two at a time. Okay, and then Kyle has a good comment. IT support panel is, I always struggle pronouncing this, you guys. I don't know how you guys say it or if someone wants to give me the phonetics on this, but Invoicing, that's how I think it is. But
You know, I say Invoicing, but now I'm questioning myself. I don't know.
I don't know. And so if you guys know the phonetic pronunciation, please let us know. I always say IT support panel because it's easier to say. Okay, and then John has a question. Is it possible for a customer to sign the acceptance of an estimate online? There is a signature field on my estimate, but there's no way for them to sign it online or like via the intake outtake form. So that's a great question, John. And we don't have the option for them to do like an e-signature inside the estimate. But if it is an existing client with you, one thing that they could do is approve it in the customer portal. So if you are creating an estimate for an existing client of yours that has access to the customer portal, a cool way that then they're able to say that, yes, I'm approved, we're good to go is inside of the client portal. And so let me go ahead and show you that. So if I was going ahead and creating my estimate, that I could add in the items that I needed, and then you're going to hit process and publish. That way it hits their customer portal. Then inside the customer portal, they would be able to approve it. So when you email it to them, it can say at the bottom, and you can customize this in your templates, please visit your portal for approval. And then in here, they'll have 2 buttons to either approve or decline. So they can review the estimate here and then hit approve. And that approval will not only send you a notification inside of Syncro, but it will also show it to you over here, which is awesome. Okay, and then I think I am good for now.
Okay, so I'm gonna answer a few of these without sharing my screen. But if you need additional help, just let us know. Question: is there a way to manually link items in QuickBooks Pro Desktop to Syncro? Currently, we have some invoices that are not going over to QuickBooks since it says there is no associated company. So couple things with that. With QuickBooks Desktop, so there's not going to be a way to pull in if you have if you have something in QuickBooks Desktop, you're not going to be able to like pull that into Syncro. You can create that inventory item in Syncro and link it to a QuickBooks item. But it's not going to go we're not going to be able to pull that in. So you can sync the two by creating it on the Syncro side first. Now, let's see here. There's a couple other Bryant, another nice feature for the mobile app would be access to credentials. I don't think they are available. This would be really helpful. I recently got a new laptop, so I had to rejoin to each client's wireless networks, but I couldn't look up the wireless key credentials. I'll have to look into that. I didn't realize that the credentials were not available on the mobile app. So I will look into that and definitely pass that along, Bryant. Just a comment from Gary, Microsoft Bookings is included with most Office 365 subscriptions. So thank you, Gary. Okay, Ari, yes, I do think this question got buried. I saw it like at the very top when I joined. Is there a way to apply, and maybe while I'm talking through this, sorry to throw you on the spot, Hannah, if you wanted to show this, because he's asking, is there a way to apply discounts on reoccurring invoices to line items or products and services categories instead of the whole invoice? For example, I want to discount managed services without discounting software licenses. And so, yeah, so yes, obviously there's a way you can add a discount to the entire reoccurring invoice, but like those actual products and services items, like specifically, if you went to the inventory section and pulled up a product and service, that's where you apply a discount. Like you could have it apply the discount to the actual product that you're wanting to add a discount to. So like right there, you can discount either by an amount or a percentage on certain things, so that when you pull that line item into your reoccurring invoice, it'll have the discount just to that line item and not the entire invoice. So hopefully that helps. And if you do chart, like if it's a discount for some people and not for other people, you could essentially then have like 2 different products, if you had them on 2 different invoices or something like that. So you can accomplish that. Thank you, Hannah. I appreciate that. And it's so funny, Kyle Kenyon, not sure if I'm correct, but I say, and then has it spelled out. And I still am like, I would say that Envirosoft. That's how I would say what was written. But again, maybe that's not how.
Envirosoft.
Okay,
I'm going to try saying that too.
I try Envirosoft. Okay.
Thank you, Kyle.
Okay. Go ahead, Anna. I think that was the last one I had.
Oh, okay. There's actually, Bryant has a follow-up comment to the discounts. Bryant said you can use the contract to apply discounts to specific clients or even tickets. So yes, you absolutely can too. Use the contracts to be able to do that. And so products are something you can pull up in there as well. So just to show you guys that also, let's say for a specific client that their line item was discounted just for them. And that's a great feedback, Bryant, because that's another way that you could do it. So if I jumped into a contract here, I can actually pull through a product. So let's say it's like a laptop or something that's hardware, or of course it can be a package with you, and then you could provide a pricing override so that it was discounted. Thank you so much for that. That is awesome. Okay, Adam has a question on the approval of the estimates. Can the customer send a payment after that, or do we need to convert it to an invoice first? Great question. So yes, it does need to be made into an invoice for then the customer to submit payment to you. So from an estimate, estimates can be taken to invoices or to tickets. So with a specific estimate, depending on what needs to be done. So let's say it's something that, hey, they're going to pay a little bit of a percentage now, but we might be adding in more charges. And so we kind of want that to be an open ticket. That way we can track all of that. You could take the estimate just into a new ticket, and then it will, of course, ask you for the details. And let's say it's a project. And then we have that here. So now as I am creating my new ticket, the charges that were on the estimate will populate through onto the existing ticket. And I can actually make an invoice for then the customer to pay inside their portal, but then leave this ticket still open. And I can actually, all right, this invoice is created, have the customer make some payments, and then go back to the ticket. And I could even invoice them a second time for what was more needed. So let's say I added more labor or other parts that needed to be charged for, or I can edit the existing invoice as well.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay. And Larry, so I'm assuming this was for the QuickBooks desktop. It's more of a customer linking issue. Sorry. So I think I was thinking about items on an invoice. And so it's kind of the same thing with QuickBooks desktop. So if you're going to bring in your customers from QuickBooks desktop initially, you could, of course, import your customers. Now, if you then add a new customer, best practice would be to add it on the Syncro side, because it's not going to pull. It's not going to pull from, if you add it to QuickBooks, it's not going to pull it into Syncro. If you do add it to Syncro manually with the same email, it should link up those customers. It's based upon the customer email. That's how they link. And so if you're having any linking issues, that would be. Aside from that, definitely reach out to technical support if you need any help with that. And then a suggestion from Larry, just in regards to using this, like, it sounds like you're using the actual Syncro site on your mobile app, and find that that works just as well. So great suggestion there too, as we continue to build out the mobile app. And I think you referenced this, Hannah, but just yes, regarding the discounts and per customer, you can update a product price on, a different on each contract. So yeah, I think Hannah already talked through that. Whew. Okay, see, it's gonna be like that mid open office hours. No questions in the Q&A. Hannah gets to take a little bit of a break, which is nice. That's nice.
That's okay. Open office has been exciting today. We just had a lot going on. We're good.
We just roll with it. And like I said, so sorry that I'm late. Goodness. Can you show us the new Mac scripting? Nope. I'll just be super transparent on that one. I don't know how to script on a Mac. And so I wouldn't be able to show you. And I don't think we have on our demo account, I don't think we have an agent installed onto a Mac machine.
That is a good question. Oh, we cannot hear you, Crystal. You are muted.
I know, I'm reading it out loud.
Oh.
I'll just read it out loud. I'd like to email a customer a daily, weekly summary of hours billed to tickets. Is there a way to do this in Syncro? I'm wondering, I usually reference the customer detail report, mostly because that literally, you can specify a specific time. You can specify a customer. It's going to show them all the tickets that you worked. And I believe it will also show the time that you've tracked on all of those tickets. I don't necessarily know if this report specifies whether they've been billed or not, which we're going to look right now.
So we do have time spent. And so if this one didn't show the build one, the executive summary will. I just don't know if you can get down to like a weekly report on the executive summary. We can take a look at that too. But this can be scheduled We've actually looked a lot at this report today. This is kind of cool. A lot of questions bringing up this report. So you will have this time spent option here. And then this will also give just a weekly summary of the total, and then as well as the details here. And then you would be able to also schedule this report. So this is a schedule not only that can come to you, but it can also go to your customer. So if I were to hit schedule here, that now it'll take me to where I can schedule out the report. And then I can specify the clients that I want to send this to. Let's take a look at the executive summary. So I'm going to go ahead and pop into the executive summary report builder. I am going to open my report templates here. And then let's go ahead and open this guy. Okay. And then I'm going to go with a visual block. And so let's go to our ticket open and resolved. Let's see, I know that there is a labor hours. Okay. So in the executive summary, the shortest time period is going to be within the month, but this is going to give them also a total of the total hours that were billed for them. Okay.
I was just going to read, Jay, I love this request. Can you add more appearance features in Syncro instead of only light and dark mode so that we can customize? So I do think that we definitely would like to be able to like customize the dashboard in the future. Right now, you know, the things that you can customize are, you know, the tabs up on the top, and in your more drop down, you can customize which tabs you want to, you know, see up front and what you don't. We always use, I mean, we usually have some really fun holiday things that that show up in the Syncro app here, probably in the next couple of months, which is always fun. But Jay, I actually would love to hear, like, more seriously on the dashboard. That is something like I know we want to update and be able to add different blocks to that dashboard, similar to how Hannah just showed you on that executive summary, where you could add different blocks and see exactly what you want to see. I was curious, I would continue to just like to hear opinions on what you would like to add and how you'd want to customize it and what the use case would be. Because that's really helpful for us to know, like, okay, you want to customize, which customizing is really cool, but what are you trying to do? Like, what would it do to help you if you had that thing customized? I'd love to hear more. Okay. I can't tell if Rob wants us to like run that script or what we're supposed to do with that.
I mean, I want to run it, but we don't have any Macs.
Yes.
In the demo account.
But if anyone wants to use that, there it is. So Rob, have you run this on your instance? I'm just curious. Okay. Let's see here. Adam wants to know, is there an integration that works with presenting estimates, approvals, down payments made without staff interaction first? We send out project estimates that require 50% down payment currently in QuoteWorks, and the client can review, approve, and provide. And look at that, a coffee right to my hands.
So nice. I love that.
That was Brody. So you're meeting the family today. You got the dogs wagging tails in the back. That's how we do it.
It's a family affair today.
That's how we do it. Okay. And then let's see here. So, okay, QuoteWorks I'm pretty familiar with, and then the client review, approve, and provide down payment. So when we come back in the office, we see it's approved and payment made. So it's interesting because while this cannot be like 100% automated, you can do like most of this. You can send an invoice, you can send an estimate, it can show up in their customer portal, they can approve it, you can be notified that that's been approved. The main part that like isn't fully automated is that when they approve it, that would take manual interaction to then convert the estimate into an invoice. So approved, convert to an invoice, then it's available on their customer portal, and they could, and you could accept that down payment. Is that the best way you can think of, Hannah?
Yeah, I was thinking about like what our integrations for quotes look like. And I think Zomentum is more less for like proposals. I had someone ask me this the other day on a demo, but we have a new integration, it looks like, with Quoter, and this might be a little bit closer to what you're looking for with the proposal and then being able to automate a payment just from the approval of the estimate. So I think I would explore that a little bit more.
Oh, that's a cool suggestion too. And because I'm just trying to think if I've had anyone do that in a different way. I think like open office hours is a great place to ask those really great questions, because while there's usually a way to do it in Syncro, like that will tell you exactly with standalone, you don't have to do anything else, get it in any other integrations. This is how you can get that achieved in Syncro. It's always great to then like talk about, okay, but if you wanted to use a different tool, especially if that's a huge part of your business, if you're sending out 10 estimates a day and having to, convert an estimate to an invoice to be able to receive payment is like something that would take a ton of time, then yes, check out those integrations for sure. Yep, for sure.
Larry has an awesome feature request. He's asking if there's anything coming down the line that would allow us to enter inline images in the ticket communications body. And then he says everyone can read that. Editor would be awesome. Anything coming? And so that is currently a feature request at this time. I know that we have some tickets is definitely on our mind here with the team. And so there are enhancements that we are wanting to put forth. We just don't have any details, but I know that specific request is very, very highly requested. And so we'll just send a little upvote for that there.
I'll send a huge upvote for that. I think so the way it's amazing the way that our team works, every couple of weeks, hey, Crystal, what's your favorite? What's the one thing you just want to see built tomorrow? And that's like the one that I always I'm behind you. I want that too.
That and copy paste.
Yeah. Yes. However we can go faster and make it look nice. That's what I'm all about for sure.
Larry, yeah, copy paste too. Don't worry, we got you. We're telling them, copy paste. We got to have it.
Love that. Curious, I think have you guys launched the poll yet, Hannah?
No, you know what? I'll do that now if you don't mind explaining it.
Yes. So for this poll, we really like to just see who's joining open office hours, where you're at in your journey with Syncro. It helps us also kind of like moving forward, what's going to be the best content for you? How are you going to learn the most? What can we bring? What can we provide? Are there deep dives you need? That kind of thing. And so I would, for those of you really wherever you are in your journey, after you answer this poll, we don't have any questions in the Q&A right now. I would love to hear, if there is anything in the last couple of weeks that you discovered in Syncro that either you might have known it was there, but you weren't using, or you never knew it was there, and now it's like a complete game changer. I want to hear, in the last couple weeks, is there something that you've discovered that's been whoa, where has this been all my life? I just would love to hear anything like that. Let's see, what's Rob asking? When looking at the asset list in the company view, can we have them sorted by online to be at the top of the list? Oh, I see what you're saying from the company view. I don't know if that list is sortable right now. Obviously, you're saying it's probably not. Let's see. Larry is saying the tickets grouping options has saved me.
That's so funny too, because I just did a follow-up call with somebody today and they were like, I did not even know that was there. So I definitely want to show that just because that is huge. And so let me just make sure I'm sharing the right screen. Hold on one second. Okay, let me go ahead and pull this up. Okay, so I'm going to head over to the tickets module. And yes, Larry, that is awesome. So if you guys have not seen, you can go ahead and add different groupings for your tickets. And so the call that I was on earlier, they wanted to group by status. And so here, if we go ahead and apply that grouping, it can go ahead and put the tickets together in an organized fashion by status. And so if this makes it easier for you to view or just a little bit easier in your daily flow, this is awesome. You can also apply a second grouping. And so then that way, if you wanted it to be more like issue or custom field type, you could do that as well. And so most people see the filters here, but if you are not wanting to constantly like filter through the tickets, remember that you can create saved views of tickets that would be filtered. So here I can create saved ticket views where now I can just select the filters that I need, give it a name, and have that super easily accessible. So thank you, Larry, so much for bringing up that grouping, because that's awesome.
So good. I love that. I love that. So awesome, David. This is exactly, okay. So I knew it was there, but I've been delving into the community scripts for automation, and it's been great. So I love it. I'm going to raise one on that if you want to share an automation that you set up, because I think that's phenomenal. I think the more you can utilize Syncro to automate things, the better, because I mean, I think that's where some of that true power of having a PSA just built right there within your RMM. It's really seamless what you can do with those automations. So I'd love to hear, David, what you've done in automation spice and what script you use from the community. Nice. Rob says, I can confirm the Mac scripting works. I created a test script with the following echo hello. This will create a file in the root directory called hello.txt with the word hello in it. And it worked. That's awesome. I love it. Yeah, like I said, we released that earlier this week, got some really amazing feedback. Everyone was loving it, excited. Of course, that, excited for the next thing too, like ready for that remote access. We're ready for it too. Very, very, very excited for that. Very excited for that. Sweet. All right. What else? And again, I know I wasn't here at the very beginning. Hannah, did we talk through our referral program already? Awesome.
Yes, we did talk about the referral program so that everyone knows where to go if they haven't done it yet.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm going to read this out loud. David says, I found a basic script to check BitLocker status, modified it with some error checking and extra features to store the recovery key and password to the Syncro asset, and submitted the update to the community repository. Already generated 3 tickets for clients who have unencrypted drives. Holy cow, that's amazing. David, okay, I'll see. Now I need to copy paste this and share with the product team because that is phenomenal. Okay, copy pasting this right now. That's so cool. That is so cool. Thank you for sharing. John, I don't know if I can answer that. But I will find out. Give me one sec here. Let me make sure I get that. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to work on this one for John. Do you want to grab the other one, Hannah?
Yes. Rob, I'm not sure if there's a way to do this dynamically. So in the policy, we have links text to display when the user clicks on the agent icon in their toolbar. Is there a way to have it show what their asset name is called? Crystal, do you know if there's a way to automate having the asset name in there?
In the policy, we get to have links text to display when the user clicks on the agent. Is there a way to have it show what their asset name? Oh, so you know what's crazy? If you just hover over the icon, it will hover and tell you the name of the machine that you're on.
Oh my gosh, it totally will. I just tried that.
Yeah. So I know that's kind of an interesting thing to like explain to your customer, but honestly, all they have to do is hover over the system tray icon and it'll pop up what the name of their machine is.
I just tried mine. Mine's called HANA Surface 3. Nice. Cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome. And then Adam and Gary kind of have the same question, and it's how long does it take to approve scripts in the community script uploads? Now we need Syncro to approve the community script submissions. I'm not sure how long it takes, but if you guys have sent some in, we will absolutely give the feedback to our team. Hey, we need to get those in there.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so Rob's saying that doesn't work on the Mac agent. Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. Let me see if that's something that we're looking to accomplish, because I don't know if there's another way to find that out. Let me just write that down. Okay, let's see, what else did David do? Also enhance the fixed file system script from the community to run SFD, scan now, and DISM component, scan, repair, cleanup, and upload results to the asset record. It's my go-to script now for blue screen of death alerts, slow PCs, general maintenance for contract clients. I think I resubmitted this one too. David, this is awesome. This is really cool. Okay, I'm writing this down too. David. Love it. This is awesome. So I know you said, David, that you knew that was there, but you're just now starting to use it. Do you mind if I ask how long you've been with Syncro? I mean, I can look it up. Let's be real, but maybe you just want to tell. Maybe May. Okay, cool. Sweet. That is wonderful. Love it. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate that.
Adam has an awesome feature request. He says, would love to add the ability to add custom environment variables to the agent since we assign asset tags to every agent. We will go ahead and pass that along. That is a cool feature request. Yeah, I like that.
Very cool. Very cool. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. There, good. Okay, awesome. So what else? It's almost the weekend.
We're almost there. I know it's a little bit of a quiet group today. That's okay though.
That's okay. It's all right. I was just looking to see. Great. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, we can hang out for another few minutes if anyone has any questions. Obviously, any questions on your desk in the back? Is that a Syncro? Yes, it is, Rob. So yes, there's that one, but I'm just redoing my office and I have not found the special place for this one yet. And this one is my favorite. I think it might go right over my head right there. I think I'm going to put it on the wall right back there.
How heavy is it? Can we like turn that into a crown for you?
I wonder. Yes.
It was just here.
Like a hair thing, like right here. Yeah, I think we could do that. Yes. A local artist made this. Isn't it awesome? Yeah. Okay, what else do we have? I see some things now. Who builds the integration and how? Okay, regarding the Syncro App Center, who builds the integration and how often are they approved? Really great question, John. So we have a phenomenal open API. We've updated it, as of like this year, we've updated it. You can build sandbox and everything like that. So when it comes to our MSPs, we have a ton of MSPs that are building integrations all the time. Our integration partners, for the most part, they're building the integrations. And we do have like, if an integration is going to hit the App Center, we do have like a full approval process and making sure that, but I do know that there are integrations built that of course we don't advertise and that are not in the App Center. And so, yes, they do. The ones that are in the App Center, they go through a process. They are, obviously all of the different technology specs approved and things like that. I don't actually know how long that takes though. Let's see here. What else we got?
I'll grab this one from David. I confess I haven't looked at all the ticketing resources, but is there an easy way to combine tickets on invoicing without showing all the detail for every note? So David, it will really depend on what kind of the structure that you have for your tickets and what type of information that you're pulling onto the invoice, because you can actually tailor or let me just clear this grouping. tailor what is going on to the invoice line item. So for example, if I go into this ticket, if you want the notes from the labor log to go in there, if you want to use the public notes to go in there, you can actually use different tags in the admin section to customize what it says there. So in tickets and ticket preferences, that there is going to be in additional settings, the options for customizing what the text is for your ticket timer charges or ticket charges. And so this is what shows up on the invoice, and where you can reference that is going to be in the add view charges button. So here in the add view charges, it will say the description for what's going to make it onto the invoice. Now, if you have quite a number of line items, there isn't an easy way to kind of consolidate that into one summary. You would need to do that inside the ticket first before making it to an invoice. But if you wanted to customize the text or the details that were here, that you can do that using the tags in the preferences section, as well as if there was anything else that the client has open that you wanted to add to that invoice, that this box is always there. And then that way you can add in any other charges that you wanted to add to this invoice. And then one last note on that, that if you are checking out the invoice PDF and you're just wanting this page, you don't want the second page that has like these ticket notes for the invoice ticket, you can turn this off in the invoice settings.
Awesome. Rob wants the file so that you can print it yourself. I love it. Do you have a 3D printer? I've been wanting a 3D printer. I think that would be so fun to have. So fun to have. Okay, let me see. Does it show up in the search in the community script? Fixed file system script doesn't show up in a search in the community script library. David, do you remember what that script was called? Was it called something different? Oh, never mind, found it. Read, Crystal, keep reading.
Okay, and I'm going to take these questions from David. How to combine the notes in the ticket without losing the original post date. I've been writing in the date and time in the description because the changes to the merge. Okay. So you are correct that if you were to like create a new ticket, it's going to lose, a new note, it would lose the original ones. And so what you would have to do is decide which tag you're going to use. So either it's the ticket timer notes or the public notes, and kind of rewrite in that time. So it would be just having to rewrite that in, because if you did kind of not use the other time stamped notes, that then you would lose that time.
Awesome. Thank you. Is there a way to merge tickets from two separate companies? I know you literally just have to pick. Well, no, I think it only gives you the list of the tickets within that company. I think you have to switch the ticket to the proper company and then merge.
Right.
Yep. And David has asked that before. I was going to read Ari. We do have a phone line for our technical support. Do you have that number handy by chance, Hannah, that you could throw in there? As far as the live chat, I know it's something that we're looking into. I don't have any sort of like time frame or anything like that, but I definitely know that that's something that we're looking into. But we'll get you the phone number. We do have a phone line. Cool. Is there a way to attach a reminder to a ticket? So you can have reminders on the actual customer, but I don't believe you can set or like add a reminder to a ticket other than it. Like, here's one thing that you could look at, John, is depending on what that reminder is, like if it's like more of, hey, check back in 3 hours, or if this hasn't been updated, then you could do just a full ticket automation where you could set a condition that if you haven't heard back from the customer, you want to like check in with them or email you or post it to Slack. You could automate a reminder using ticket automations, but you cannot attach a reminder straight to the ticket, only onto the customer. Oh, holy moly, it is 10 right now. Chat support right from the portal, like we do with Syncro chat, like exactly, that would be awesome. Yeah. Yes, we hear you. We'll pass that along. I do think that's something that we're looking into. We definitely want to support our customers as well as we possibly can. Okay, well, thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for hanging in there with us. I'm so sorry that I was late, and thanks for just being wonderful. You guys are the best community ever. Hopefully you have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much.
We appreciate you guys. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. Bye.